The finale opens with a flashback showing Dr. Mazursky and Lily in the delivery room as their baby Nina is born. The doctor explains that Nina's condition is dire, her lungs are outside her body, and her survival is uncertain. She tells Dr. Mazursky, a renowned scientist, that if anyone can find a way to save her, it's him. Mazursky, and the third, names the baby Nina, determined to try. In the present, Eric Frankenstein arrives at Castle Rostovik by taxi, musing to the driver about how the bride belongs to him. He's convinced that if he can stop her from killing Princess Ilana, a move that could spark World War III, she'll fall for him, and their turbulent dynamic will finally make sense. But his lofty fantasies don't quite match the grim reality awaiting him. Meanwhile, the bride leads what's left of the creature Commandos on their mission to kill Princess Ilana, based on a vision from Cersei that the princess will end the world. Nina questions the plan, asking why they're going through with it and whether they might be wrong. The bride explains that Amanda Waller trusts her source and the risk of doing nothing is too great. The team discovers security footage showing Clayface with the princess just days earlier. The bride works on finding the safest way into the castle, but before they can act, Frankenstein shows up. The bride shoots him on sight and orders the team to move to a less guarded section of the grounds. Frankenstein confronts her again, insisting she is making a mistake and that Clayface, not Ilana, is the real threat. He explains that he believes Ilana was framed, but the bride dismisses him, shooting him dead and spitting on his body. Flashbacks reveal Nina's difficult childhood. Her father, Edward Mazursky, devoted his life to keeping her alive, even re-engineering her DNA to help her breathe underwater, turning her into the mermaid. But her mother, Lily, struggled to cope, eventually leaving the family. Nina later fled her father's care after years of bullying, leaving behind a heartfelt letter explaining that she never felt she belonged in the human world and didn't want to burden him anymore. Back in the present, Ilana insists on her usual morning swim despite the escalating danger. Weasel watches her with fascination, remembering how she once played fetch with him for hours. The bride sees Ilana swimming and orders Nina to kill her. She pushes Nina, explaining the mechanics of the attack, get close in the water and stab her. The team pressures Nina further, calling her the biggest freak among them and reminding her that Ilana is just another human. Killing her, they argue, is the only way to save the world. As the scene unfolds, Rick Flag Sr., who has been in coma since his fight with Clayface, wakes up in the hospital. He tells Amanda Waller that killing Ilana is the wrong move. Alarmed, Waller calls for the address of Professor McPherson. A flashback shows Nina being exposed as the sea creature in Star City. For years, rumors had circulated about a creature living in the city's sewers and waterways, but one night, a local photographer snapped a photo that hit the news. The anchor called it either proof or an elaborate hoax, and the city brought in animal control experts from Metropolis to track Nina down. When Nina was finally caught, her father Edward tried to save her. She couldn't breathe out of the water, and as he rushed to help her, police opened fire, killing him. His final words to Nina were that she was never a burden, she was the greatest gift he ever had. Nina, gasping for air, could only watch in horror as her father died in front of her. In the present, Amanda Waller and John discuss McPherson, the reason they initially believed Cersei's warning about Princess Ilana. John points out the stakes. If Cersei lied, they're about to start a war for nothing. Realizing they've been set up, Amanda orders the bride's team to stand down and stop the hit on the princess. But it's too late. Weasel warns Ilana about Nina's approach underwater. Nina and Ilana fight, but Ilana manages to kill Nina just before Amanda's call comes through to cancel the mission. The bride watches in horror as Nina's lifeless body floats in the water. Before she can process what's happened, Ilana's knights surround her and the rest of the team. The knights, grateful to Weasel for alerting them, declare him a hero. They even promise to build a monument in his honor for saving the princess. Later, the bride confronts Ilana. Ilana tells her she understands why the bride did what she did, following orders to save the world, and blames Cersei for framing her. But the bride doesn't buy it. She accuses Ilana of being exactly who Cersei said she was, a manipulative, power-hungry narcissist bent on destruction. The bride lays out her theory. Ilana seduced Flag to gain his trust, pushed for Cersei's execution to cover her tracks, and used Clayface to create a false narrative. The bride says she's not killing Ilana to save the world, she's doing it because Ilana took Nina's life, the only friend she ever had. Without hesitation, the bride kills Ilana and leaves Bukhalistan with Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel. Later, John informs the bride that an abandoned wing has been converted for her and the remaining team, which now includes Dr. Phosphorus, She-Bat, GI Robot, King Shark, and others. In a post-credits twist, it reveals that Eric Frankenstein is still alive, setting up more to come.